big series this weekend. Talk about how much that means to get the sweep over Georgia in that Florida series.
Coming off of last year, for sure, we knew that we definitely wanted to sweep Georgia, and honestly, where we're standing in the SECs right now, I think that's been one of our biggest goals all year, is to win an SEC championship and just win the SEC season.
Talk about this will be your third SEC road series of the season. I know y'all talked about earlier this season as far as the atmosphere y'all face at Texas A&M. Kind of talk about how the last two SEC road series at A&M at South Carolina prepares y'all for an environment like Florida this weekend.
Coming off of those two road series and then losing a game and then losing two in South Carolina, I think definitely prepared us a lot more than maybe us going into Florida without losing a game. So our heads are definitely down, and we're definitely ready to come back and hopefully get a sweep, and if not, just win the series for sure.
You're locked in a tight SEC race with LSU. How big of a weekend as far as trying to get to an SEC championship is this for y'all?
I would say this weekend is crucial. Honestly, the next 3 weekends for us is crucial. We just take it one game at a time and just prepare for each series like we would any other. How
big is having Montana Fouts back and available as far as to help y'all get to that goal of a championship?
I think having Montana back is awesome, but we have a great pitching staff with 4 other girls. Sarah did great this weekend, and so did Crystal, Courtney, and even Madison. We have a great pitching staff, so I'm just really happy Montana's back, just to add to it.
But the prior 3 weeks you mentioned didn't have Montana, but y'all really kind of kept it going as far as the success, your position in the SEC. Just kind of talk about, I guess, looking back now, how y'all were able to handle her absence.
I remember the day that Murph told us that she'd be out. We weren't worried at all. We knew we had 4 other pitchers on the staff, and we just stayed together. And this team is really awesome about staying together and working for each other.
That's what I was going to ask you. Talk about this team chemistry.
I would say this team is one of probably my favorites I've ever played on. We all love each other, and you can really tell, if Montana or anyone gets a strikeout, we're all going crazy for each other, and then it just goes back to just being a family. Even from the fall, I just knew that this team was special. I told Murph that in the fall. I was like, I just have a great feeling about this team, and after every game, he tells us how proud he is of us. Just, I don't know, I guess, and my sister told me the same thing. She said from watching y'all in Troy the first game, she could tell that this team was something special.
Back to Monday night. Talk about your catch that you made. The 7th inning really was almost kind of a game saver for y'all, with it being a tied ball game in the 7th.
I have to keep going back and watching it because it's just crazy. It doesn't feel real. But I knew when the ball was coming, I was like, okay, this is like a make it or break it. I got to either lay out or I just got to block it up, because if it got past me, I think Allie would have been a little mad, because it probably would have been a triple. But yeah, it was crazy. I have to keep going back and watching it.
Can you talk about the energy on Monday? That play kind of got it started, and the walk-off obviously was incredible.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Go back and watch, because I love watching our whole team's reaction. I think that's probably my favorite part of anything. When he made that catch out there, we all, you could zoom in on every player on his team, and we were all just so happy for each other. Just kind of how, if she did that, it was like I did it, but I was just screaming for her. And same thing, I went back and watched E's reaction when I caught that, and that was probably my favorite part of the entire video.